Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today's story is a very interesting story from the life of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the topic is demolition of idols by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. In the dispute over idol worshipping, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam firstly proved the truth of argumentation to his people, but the people did not accept the truth. Instead, they said, "Tomorrow is our day of Eid, and a big carnival of ours will be held. Come there and witness the joy and pleasure in our religion." It was a custom of those people that they would hold an annual carnival. The people would gather in a jungle and would waste the whole day in useless amusements. Then in the evening, they would go to temples and worship their idols and would present gifts, confectionery and exquisite foods as a holy feast. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam went towards the carnival on the invitation of the people for some distance, but came back home with an excuse of sickness. Then all those who did not participate in the carnival, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam told them in clear words, "And by oath of Allah, I shall seek to harm your idols after you have turned your backs." Subsequently, he took an axe and made his way to the temple. He saw many small and big idols, and a huge idol was placed in front of the door. Seeing these man-made gods, he became furious and broke those idols into pieces with his axe. He spared the biggest idol, placed the axe over its shoulders, and left the temple. When the people returned from the carnival, they reached the temple to worship their idols, but they were stunned to see their gods broken into pieces. All of them started shouting, "Who has done this to our gods? He is indeed unjust." Some people said that they have heard a young man named Ibrahim swearing against these idols. It was ordered to bring the young man in front of the people. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam was summoned, and the people asked, "O Ibrahim, are you the one who treated our gods like this?" In reply, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam said, "The biggest idol might have done it because the axe is on its shoulder. Alternatively, why do you not inquire from your small demolished gods that who broke them into pieces? If these idols can speak, ask them, and they themselves will tell you who broke them." The people lowered their heads and said, "O Ibrahim, how can we ask these gods? You are very well aware that these idols cannot speak." Hearing this, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam said, out of fury and in an emotional outburst, he said, "What you worship instead of Allah, one that neither benefits you nor harms you. Disgrace be upon you and all the idols whom you worship instead of Allah. So do you not have sense?" Hearing this truthful speech of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, the people did not give any reply. Instead, they started wailing and calling their people, "Burn him and help your gods if you want to do." Therefore, the tyrants now ignited a huge fire, and the flames of this fire were so high not even a bird could fly over it. Then they unclothed him and threw him into the fire by means of a catapult, and they assumed in their mind that Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam would have been burned and turned into ashes. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the fire, "O fire, become cool and peaceful upon Ibrahim." Therefore, the outcome for this has been described by the Holy Quran in its alarming words, "And they wished to cause him harm, and we made them the greatest of losers." Thus the fire extinguished, and Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam escaped absolutely safe and alive. The tyrants were stunned to see this miracle.